My dear child, take a moment and pause. I have something precious for you, a gift, handcrafted, one of a kind, meant solely for you. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to prove yourself worthy. You don't even have to ask for it. It has been waiting for you all along. But listen carefully, because this is not just any gift. It is far greater than anything your mind can fathom. It carries within it the essence of divine love, an endless river of grace, and a promise sealed since the beginning of time. And yet, how often do you turn away? How many times has fear whispered lies, convincing you that you are not worthy, that it was never really meant for you? But before I place this sacred gift in your hands, I must ask you something. When was the last time you truly received without hesitation? When was the last time you let go of doubt, cast aside the weight of unworthiness, and simply embraced love as it was freely given? Stay with me. Do not let distraction steal this moment. What I am about to reveal will shift the very foundation of your soul. It will break chains. It will lift burdens. It will awaken something eternal within you. You have been told that your worth is something to be proven, that your value is measured in achievements, in status, in the approval of others, that you must strive, toil, and meet impossible standards before you can truly be accepted. But listen closely. This is the great deception. Your worth was never tied to your accomplishments. The world may applaud your success and turn away at your failures, but I do not. Before you ever took your first breath, before you even had the chance to prove yourself, I had already declared you enough. No achievement can add to your worth. No mistake can take it away. You are not a machine built to perform. You are not a shadow forced to chase validation. You are my beloved, my creation, my joy. And that alone makes you priceless. Let go of the burden to prove yourself. Release the chains of perfectionism. You were never meant to carry the weight of impossible expectations. You were created to walk in love, to embrace joy, to live in the fullness of grace. But I know, perhaps you've been told otherwise. Maybe you've believed that love must be earned, that perfection is the price of acceptance, that only when you become good enough will you be truly embraced. But here's the sacred truth. Perfection was never my requirement. I knew you would stumble. I knew there would be moments of weakness, of doubt, of failure. And yet, I chose to love you still. I did not create you for flawlessness. I created you for relationship, to walk with me, to lean on me, to know that even in your brokenness, you are still whole in my eyes. So do not fear your mistakes. Do not let the fear of imperfection keep you from stepping forward. My love is not fragile. It does not waver when you fall. It does not falter when you question. It is steadfast, unshakable, eternal. The world will promise you many things: success, pleasure, admiration, but it cannot give you what your soul truly seeks. The longing within you cannot be satisfied by temporary things, because you were made for something eternal. The peace you seek, the love you crave, the purpose that calls to you, it is found only in me. Come to me, not because you must, but because you can. For too long you have listened to voices that do not carry the truth. The noise of the world, the expectations of others, the doubts in your mind. They have all tried to shape you into something you were never meant to be. But I have been calling you, whispering to you, drawing you near. You are already enough, already chosen, already loved. You do not need to wear a mask with me. You do not need to pretend that you have it all figured out. I see your hidden struggles, your silent tears, your secret fears, and they matter to me. Every moment of your pain is seen. Every cry of your heart is heard. You are not alone. You have never been alone, and you never will be. When you feel lost, I will guide you. When you are too weary to take another step, I will carry you. When darkness closes in, I will be the light that leads you home. My love is not something you must earn. It is the foundation of who you are. If this message has stirred something in your heart, do not keep it to yourself. There is someone waiting, just as you were, for a word, a sign, a reminder that they are seen, that they are loved. Be that light for them. You might wonder why so few speak this truth, why the world continues to tell you that love must be earned, that worth must be proven. It is because many themselves are lost in the pursuit of things that will never satisfy. They chase approval. They grasp for meaning in things that were never meant to define them. And in their own search, they unknowingly pass down the same burdens that were placed upon them. But today, that cycle ends. I am here to break the lie, to remind you of what has always been true. My love is not conditional. My grace is not temporary. My promises are not empty words. They are the very foundation upon which your life can stand, unshaken by the storms of this world. So come to me, just as you are. Lay down your fears, your doubts, your striving. Let me fill the emptiness with the fullness of my love. Create moments of stillness. Let your heart be quieted in my presence. Speak truth over yourself when the voices of the world try to tell you otherwise. Let the love I have given you flow outward, showing kindness, offering grace, walking in compassion. No matter where you have been, no matter how distant you have felt, it is never too late. My arms remain open, my love remains steadfast, and my heart remains yours. My dear child, hear this final truth. The love you have been searching for has always been yours. You have always been chosen. You have always been enough. Walk forward in this promise. Let it be the anchor that steadies you, the light that guides you, the truth that sets you free. And if this message has touched you, share it. There is someone else, someone searching, someone weary, someone waiting for a reminder that they too are loved beyond measure. I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. Now, my beloved, come and receive what has always been yours. Remember, my child, your prayers are never lost in the void. Every sigh, every whispered longing, even the tears you've cried in silence, I have caught them all. They are not forgotten. I hold them tenderly, like the most delicate petals of a flower, and I weave them into a plan far greater than you can comprehend. Even when you feel unheard, even when it seems as though heaven remains silent, know this: I am working behind the scenes. Right now, in ways you cannot yet see, I am moving mountains, shifting tides, and aligning moments to bring forth blessings in their perfect time. You have wrestled with questions, haven't you? You've wondered why some doors remain locked, why certain burdens seem to weigh on your shoulders longer than you can bear. You've asked, have you forgotten me? My dear one, how could I ever forget you? I engraved you on the palms of my hands. Your name is spoken in the heavens. Your existence is a melody woven into eternity. You are not abandoned. You are not forsaken. Even in your darkest nights, I am with you, my light piercing through the shadows that seek to overwhelm your spirit. But now, I ask you this: will you trust me, even when you cannot yet see the way? Faith is not only for moments of joy and abundance, it is for the valleys of uncertainty, for the nights when fear grips your heart, for the times when you stand at the edge of despair. Hold on to me. I will never let you go. I have seen the struggles you hide behind your smile. I have heard the unspoken words behind your laughter. I know the weight of your silent battles, the wounds that remain unseen by others. But you do not have to carry them alone. Lay them before me. Let me bear the burden. Let me be the safe place where you finally exhale and let go. I am not a distant God demanding perfection. I am your Father, longing to lift you from the depths and restore you to the fullness of who you are meant to be. How the world has lied to you. It has told you that you must earn love, that you must prove your worth, that you must conform to its fleeting standards to be accepted. Do you not see? You were never meant to fit into the mold they set for you. You were created for something greater, something eternal. You do not have to twist yourself into shapes that please others. You do not have to exhaust yourself seeking approval from those who do not see your true worth. You are already loved. You are already chosen. And nothing can strip you of that truth. I grieve when you believe the lies that say you are not enough. I grieve when you look at yourself with disdain, comparing your journey to another's, feeling as though you have somehow fallen behind, my child. If only you could see yourself through my eyes. You are not behind. You are exactly where you are meant to be, walking a path that has been intricately designed for you alone. Do not let envy steal your peace. Do not let insecurity rob you of the joy I have set before you. The enemy whispers doubts into your mind, trying to convince you that your past disqualifies you from the future I have planned. Lies. Every mistake, every failure, every moment of regret, I have already redeemed them. Do not hold on to the chains I have already broken. Do not sit in a prison when the door has been flung open. You are free, my beloved. Walk in that freedom. Yes, the road ahead will not always be easy. There will be trials that shake your faith, moments that test your endurance, battles that make you question your own strength. But hear me now. You are not weak. You are not powerless. You are a warrior, clothed in my armor, armed with truth, strengthened by my spirit. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No storm will overtake you. No darkness will extinguish the light I have placed within you. Yes, the world is filled with chaos. Yes, uncertainty lingers like a storm on the horizon. But what have I told you? You are not of this world. You are a citizen of a kingdom that cannot be shaken. Do not live in fear of what may come. Instead, walk boldly in the assurance that my hand is upon you. There will be moments of joy ahead that will take your breath away. Moments of laughter so pure, they will wash away the years of sorrow. Blessings so abundant, you will fall to your knees in awe. Miracles that will silence every doubt you've ever had. My child, I have not called you to a life of endless struggle. I have called you to a life of purpose, abundance, and divine fulfillment. But listen closely, for this is important. Do not waste your energy chasing what was never meant for you. There are things you have prayed for, people you have fought to hold on to, dreams you have clung to with all your might, yet I have gently tried to remove them from your grasp. Not because I wish to deprive you, but because I have something far greater in store. Let go of what is not for you, so that your hands may be open to receive what truly is. Draw near to me, my beloved. In the quiet, you will hear my voice. In the stillness, you will feel my presence. In the waiting, you will see my plan unfold. Do not be discouraged by delay. My timing is perfect, and my promises never fail. Now, take a breath. Let this truth settle deep within your soul. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are deeply, fiercely, unconditionally loved. If this message has stirred something within you, share it. Be the vessel that carries this light into the world. Someone is waiting to hear this truth. Be the one who delivers it. And remember, my child, I am with you, always. Let my love, wisdom, and strength be the foundation upon which you stand. Do not allow the winds of doubt to shake you, nor the whispers of the enemy to sow fear in your heart. You were not created to live in anxiety or to carry burdens that do not belong to you. Release them into my hands. Let me be the one who fights for you, the one who clears the path ahead and removes the snares laid before you. My child, your journey is not without trials, but each one serves a purpose far greater than you can see. I see how the weight of your worries has pressed upon your shoulders. I see the nights you have spent in silence, your thoughts racing, your heart heavy with concerns. But I am here, and I have never left your side. Even when you felt abandoned, even when the world seemed to turn against you, I was working behind the scenes, arranging everything in perfect order. You may not understand my ways, but trust that my plans for you are never for harm. They are for hope, for restoration, for a future filled with joy. Do you not know? Have you not heard? My love for you is everlasting. It does not waver when you falter. It does not lessen when you stumble. It does not turn away when you make mistakes. My love is steadfast, unwavering, unshakable. I do not look upon you with condemnation, but with mercy. When you cry out to me, I do not turn a deaf ear. When you reach for me, I do not pull away. You are mine, and I will never forsake you. But hear me now, my beloved. The time has come for you to rise. You have spent too long doubting your worth, questioning your purpose, wondering if you are truly capable of walking the path I have set before you. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. I have placed a fire within you, a light that cannot be extinguished by darkness. Do not let the voices of fear convince you otherwise. Do not let the shadows of past failures keep you from stepping into the future. I have prepared for you. The battle you are facing is not just in the physical realm. There are forces that seek to steal your peace, to shake your faith, to cloud your vision, but you are not defenseless. I have given you weapons of righteousness, truth, faith, perseverance, and my word, which is sharper than any two-edged sword. Use them. Do not cower in fear. Do not let the enemy convince you that you are powerless. You belong to me, and I have already secured your victory. I know the road has been long. I know there are days when you feel like you cannot take another step. But I am here to remind you, this is not where your story ends. The pain you have endured, the struggles you have faced, the betrayals that have wounded you, they do not define you. I do. My love does. My promises do. And I have declared that you are more than a conqueror. You are victorious through me. Lift your eyes, my child. Look beyond what you see now. The storm may be raging, but beyond the clouds, the sun is still shining. Your breakthrough is near. Your prayers have not gone unanswered. The delays are not denials, they are preparations. What I am bringing into your life requires a foundation of trust, of resilience, of unwavering faith. Do not be discouraged by the waiting. In this waiting, I am strengthening you. In this waiting, I am refining you. When the appointed time comes, you will understand why you had to endure, why you had to be patient, why you had to walk through the fire. And when that moment comes, you will not walk alone. I will be there, just as I have always been. I will open doors that no one can shut. I will bring forth opportunities that exceed your imagination. I will pour out blessings so abundant that your heart will overflow with gratitude. But remember, the greatest blessing of all is not the gifts I give, it is my presence in your life. Stay close to me. Let nothing separate us. The enemy will try to deceive you, to lure you away with distractions that promise happiness, but lead only to emptiness. Do not fall for the illusion. Guard your heart. Be mindful of those who do not have your best interests at heart. Not everyone who smiles at you is a friend. Not everyone who speaks of love truly cares. Ask for my discernment. I will show you who to trust, where to go, what steps to take. If you seek me first, I will order your steps, and you will not be led astray. Your past does not disqualify you from my blessings. Your failures do not erase my promises. If you have strayed, return to me. My arms are open. My grace is sufficient. I do not hold grudges. I do not keep a record of your wrongs. If you confess your sins, I am faithful to forgive them. I will cleanse you. I will restore you. My beloved, do not be afraid of what lies ahead. Do not let fear keep you from stepping into your destiny. You were made for more. You were made to thrive, to flourish, to walk in power and authority. Hold your head high. Walk with confidence, knowing that the one who created the heavens and the earth is walking beside you. I am your protector. I am your provider. I am your healer. I am your peace. I am your strength. I am your God. Now go forth with courage. Let my love be your guiding light. Stand firm, for I am with you. You are never alone. You are deeply loved, beyond measure, beyond comprehension, and nothing, no trial, no failure, no storm can ever separate you from me. Your time of renewal is here. Your season of joy is upon you. The night has been long, but the dawn is breaking. Hold fast, my beloved, for the best is yet to come. For in my presence, fear has no place. Every shadow of doubt, every whisper of worry, will dissolve under the light of my love. You are my child, and I have set you apart. Do not allow the weight of past burdens to chain you to despair. Lift your head, for you are not forgotten, nor are you forsaken. I have inscribed your name upon my heart, and nothing, no trial, no hardship, no storm, can separate you from my love. I see the silent tears you have cried in the darkness, the prayers whispered in the still of the night when no one else was listening. But I was there. I have always been there, collecting every tear, hearing every longing of your soul. Not one moment of your suffering has been overlooked. I have stored them like precious jewels, and in time I will exchange them for joy immeasurable. Hold fast, my beloved, for I am on the move in your life, though you may not yet perceive it. The doors that once seemed locked are beginning to open. The chains that held you back are loosening, and what was stolen from you will be restored in ways beyond your comprehension. I am not a God of half measures. I do not restore in fragments, but in fullness. Your heart will rejoice when you see the masterpiece I am creating from the broken pieces of your past. But my child, do not grow weary in the waiting. Patience is the fertile ground where faith takes root and flourishes. I know it is difficult to endure when the world pressures you to move faster, to demand answers, to seek immediate relief. But trust me, what I am preparing for you requires time. If I were to give it to you now, before the appointed season, it would not be fully ripe, and you would not be ready to receive it. But when the time comes, it will be perfect, and you will marvel at how every moment of waiting was necessary to shape you into the person you were meant to become. And so I ask you, do not rush ahead of me. Do not grow anxious and attempt to forge your own way. Stay close to me. Walk with me. Listen for my voice. I will not lead you astray. When you are confused, I will be your clarity. When you are uncertain, I will be your confidence. My ways are higher than yours, and though you may not understand my timing, you can always trust my heart. Let go of the fear that grips you. Do not let your past failures define your future. You are not bound by the mistakes of yesterday, for I am the God who makes all things new. You are not a prisoner to your regrets. I have shattered those chains. You are not unworthy of my love. I have called you by name, and you are mine. Walk in this truth. Breathe in this freedom. You are not who the world says you are. You are who I say you are, and I call you redeemed. I call you victorious. I call you beloved. So stand firm, my warrior. Do not waver when the storms rage around you. The waves may crash, the winds may howl, but you will not be moved. I have set your feet upon solid ground, and no force in heaven or earth can shake you from my grasp. The enemy will try to whisper lies into your ear, to convince you that you are too weak, too broken, too unworthy. But you must reject these falsehoods, for they do not come from me. Lift your voice and declare the truth. I am a child of the Most High. I am chosen. I am anointed. I am loved beyond measure. Your journey is not yet over. The road ahead may still have trials, but hear this, my beloved. You are not walking it alone. I am before you, making the crooked path straight. I am beside you, a constant companion in the valleys. I am behind you, shielding you from harm. And when you feel too weak to continue, I will carry you. My strength will sustain you, and my love will never fail you. Do not fear what tomorrow may bring. Do not allow anxiety to steal your peace. What I have prepared for you is beyond your wildest dreams. You are about to step into a season of restoration, healing, and abundance. Trust in my promises, for they are unfailing. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and you will not falter. Walk boldly with faith as your compass and love as your guide. And when you receive the blessings I have stored up for you, do not keep them to yourself. Pour them out upon others. Be a light in the darkness, a beacon of hope to the weary, a voice of love to the lost. For as I have blessed you, so shall you bless others, and in doing so, you will find the greatest joy. The joy of living in the fullness of my purpose for you. The best is yet to come, my beloved. Hold on, stay strong, and trust in me. Your story is not finished. I am still writing the pages, and the ending will be glorious. The path before you is not one of mere survival, but of victory. Every moment of hardship, every tear shed in solitude, every unanswered question that has haunted your heart, none of it has been in vain. I have seen it all. I have counted your sighs and measured the weight of your burdens. And now I declare this truth to you: a new season is upon you. The storm that once raged will not define you. You have endured, you have persisted, and now, like the dawn breaking through the night, your restoration begins. The ground beneath you, which once felt unstable, is being made firm. Where uncertainty clouded your vision, I am providing clarity. Where despair threatened to consume you, I am pouring out my joy. You will no longer walk with your head bowed in sorrow, for I am lifting your chin and placing a crown of victory upon you. Do you feel it? The shift in the atmosphere. What was once closed is now opening. What was once barren is now bearing fruit. The prayers you whispered in the darkness, the ones you thought were unheard, are now being answered in ways you never imagined. Do not be surprised when the doors that were once locked suddenly swing open. Do not hesitate when opportunities arise, for I have prepared them for you. Walk boldly into this season, knowing that I go before you, making a way where there was none. But heed my words, beloved. Do not cling to the past. Do not dwell on what was lost or what could have been. The weight of regret will only slow you down. Release it. Release the pain, the disappointments, the betrayals. They are not meant to journey with you into this new chapter. I am doing something new, something greater than what you have left behind. Trust me enough to let go. Trust me enough to believe that what lies ahead is far greater than what is behind you. There will be those who doubt your transformation. There will be voices that try to pull you back into the shadows of who you once were. Ignore them. They do not see what I see. They do not know the depth of the work I am doing within you. You are no longer bound by the limitations of your past. You are no longer defined by your failures or the expectations of others. You are stepping into a divine destiny, one that was written before you even took your first breath. And yes, the journey ahead will still have trials. There will be moments when you feel weary, moments when fear tries to creep in. But remember this: I am your strength. You do not walk alone. When your feet grow tired, I will carry you. When doubt whispers lies, my truth will silence them. When the weight of the world feels unbearable, my arms will uphold you. Do not hesitate when I call you forward. Do not allow fear to keep you stagnant. The time for waiting is over. The time for second-guessing has passed. Step forward in faith, and you will see the miraculous unfold before your very eyes. What was once impossible will become possible. What was once broken will be made whole. My beloved, I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. Even when you felt unseen, I was watching over you. Even when you felt unheard, I was listening. And now I am moving. I am shifting the very fabric of your life, aligning with the purpose I have destined for you. Lift your hands in surrender, not in defeat, but in expectation. Speak life over your future. Walk in the authority I have given you. Your story is not over. It is only just beginning, and the chapters that follow will be filled with restoration, joy, and a glory that will testify to my faithfulness. Be ready, be watchful, for I am about to do something new. Do you perceive it? The tides are turning, and the dawn is breaking. Now rise. Step into the fullness of what I have prepared for you. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are destined for greatness. Even now, as you take in these words, know that I am near. I see the longings you dare not voice, the prayers you whisper in the quiet of the night, the silent battles you fight when no one is watching. You are not invisible to me. You have never been forgotten. There is no valley so deep, no storm so fierce, and no burden so heavy that I will not walk through it with you. The scars you carry, the pain you have endured, and the disappointments that have left you weary, none of them have been overlooked. They are written in my heart, not as wounds that define you, but as testimonies of the strength I have given you. Every moment of sorrow has been met with my comfort. Every loss has been held in my hands, waiting to be restored in ways far beyond your understanding. You may feel as though you have been wandering, as if the path ahead is obscured by uncertainty, but I have already paved the way before you. Even when the road twists and turns, even when the night seems endless, my light still shines upon your path. Take my hand and walk with me, not by sight, but by faith, for I am leading you to a place of promise, where the burdens of yesterday will no longer haunt you, and the dreams you thought were lost will be resurrected. The world around you is fleeting, shifting like sand, but I remain unchanging. The voices of doubt may try to sway you, fear may attempt to paralyze you, and the wounds of the past may whisper that you are not enough. But listen instead to my voice, the voice that has called you by name since the beginning of time. I say to you, my beloved, you are chosen, you are redeemed, you are mine. I do not measure your worth by your successes or failures, nor do I love you any less in moments of weakness. My love for you is not earned, nor can it ever be lost. It is a love that stands unwavering, steadfast through every trial and triumph. It is a love that will never let you go. I see the burdens you carry, the weight of expectations, the guilt of past mistakes, the worry over things beyond your control. Lay them at my feet. You were never meant to carry them alone. Let me lift the heaviness from your soul. Let me breathe peace into the chaos. And let me remind you that I am greater than anything you will ever face. Do not fear the unknown, for I have already gone before you. Do not be anxious about tomorrow, for I hold every moment in my hands. The trials you endure are not in vain. They are shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for a glory beyond anything you have imagined. What the world sees as failure, I see as preparation. What the world calls broken, I call beautiful. If you find yourself weary, take refuge in me. If you feel lost, know that I am still guiding you. If you wonder whether you are loved, remember that my love for you is deeper than the oceans, wider than the heavens, and stronger than any force in existence. Nothing, no mistake, no failure, no circumstance can separate you from my love. You may not understand the journey, but trust in the destination. You may not see how the pieces fit together now, but in time you will. What you see as delays are not denials. They are moments of divine alignment. What feels like silence is not absence. It is a season of preparation. Hold on, my beloved. Hold on to the promises I have spoken over your life. Hold on to the hope that will never fade. Hold on to me, for I will never let you go. And when the time comes, when the season of waiting turns into a season of fulfillment, when the burdens turn into blessings, and the tears into joy, you will look back and see that I was with you through it all. You will see that my love never wavered, my purpose never changed, and my faithfulness never failed. So step forward, not in fear, but in faith. Step forward, not in doubt, but in confidence. Step forward, knowing that I'm with you always. Amen.